What is the temporal dead zone, TDZ, in JavaScript let and const? Imagine you're about to start working on a project, and suddenly you try to use a tool before it is ready. That's kind of what happens in JavaScript with variables declared using let and const. The temporal dead zone is a period where these variables exist in the scope but cannot be accessed yet. It's like they are waiting in the wings, but you can't call on them until they are fully declared and initialized. To understand this better, think about how JavaScript handles variables. When you declare a variable with var, JavaScript hoists it to the top of its scope and sets its value to undefined. That means you can use it before the declaration without causing an error, but the value will be undefined. But with let and const, things are different. These variables are also hoisted, but they are not initialized during the hoisting process. They stay in an uninitialized state until the interpreter reaches their declaration line. This uninitialized period is what we call the temporal dead zone. The TDZ starts right at the beginning of the block or function scope and ends once the variable is declared and initialized. If you try to access a variable declared with let or const during this time, JavaScript throws a reference error. For example, if you write console log a before declaring let is equal to 5, you will get an error saying you cannot access a before initialization. This is because a is in the TDZ from the start of the block until the line where you declare and assign it a value. This behavior applies to both let and const. For const, since you must initialize it at the moment of declaration, the TDZ lasts until that line is executed. If you try to access a const variable before declaring it, you will also get a reference error. The key point is that even though these variables are in scope, they are considered dead or inaccessible during the TDZ. Understanding the TDZ helps prevent bugs that happen when you accidentally try to use variables too early. It encourages you to declare your variables at the top of their scope or before you need to use them. Remember, let and const are block scoped, so their TDZ applies within their specific blocks. Using tools like linters can warn you if you try to access variables before they are declared. In summary, the temporal dead zone is a period where let and const variables exist but cannot be accessed until they are fully declared and initialized. This is different from var, which is hoisted and initialized with undefined, allowing access before declaration without errors. Recognizing and respecting the TDZ is essential for writing clean, error-free JavaScript code.